And build viewer. So Minotaur, the tier 10 British light cruiser. Very, very fun ship. Very strong ship in the right hands. She's got a super heal. She is super squishy. She can only shoot AP, but the AP is murderous against enemy destroyers. Decent-ish against cruisers. Against battleships, you have to be really good with your aim and aim for the superstructure or maybe the fore and aft ends of a section there. Okay. So this is Rob. He is my moderator, but he also subbed today, and he's using this as his sub replay. So let's take a look at the setup. Now, first of all, Rob, I gotta say, with all due respect, you're doing it wrong. You've got smoke generator. Minotaur is the way to go. Minotaur is where you take a radar on it. Why is this so important? Because a Minotaur radar reaches out to 10 kilometer, but your concealment is 9.05. Now that's what we call the ability to stealth radar. In other words, if you get detected, you press this magical I win button, and whatever is detecting you is spotted for the duration of the radar or until they get out of range of the radar, or if they're a sub until they dive. So to me, surveillance radar is absolutely the way to build Minotaur around. You went smoke, it's okay, but if you're going to go smoke, I believe it's slot 5, yes, you're going to want to then go and get the unique upgrade to make this thing like the biggest smoke screen on the map. I mean, you draw gigantic smoke penises on the mini map with this. It's great. Beyond that, though, you want to go radar. So let's anyway take a look at the setup. You got main armaments mod 1, engine room protection, aiming systems, steering gears. Remember, you've got propulsion built into this, so there's really no better choice than steering gears. Concealment, and then main battery. This is all fine. I already commented about your consumable. You've got a 17-point captain. Rob, is it one of the specials or is it standard?
I think his jingles were probably just standard.
So that's a standard captain. Okay. The reason I'm asking is because Dunkirk does a lot for you. Okay? Cunningham is okay as well, but Dunkirk is really good for Minotaur. Why? Because Cunningham, you get boosted consumable specialist, so this allows you to spam your... Again, if your radar allows you to spam your radar and your hydro quicker. But Dunkirk does it even more so because now Dunkirk gives you boosted consumables enhancements so that your smoke or your radar lasts even longer. This is really, really handy paired with the radar. Okay? So that's why I recommend...
It's better with the unique upgrade smoke.
Yes. Well, that's what I mean. If you want to go smoke, that's fine, but you're going to want to go unique upgrade here.
Yeah, if you do, you want Dunkirk. Like...
Right. Right. So take a look at this. Smoke screen, Dunkirk, your smoke, let's see, where's the smoke flag? Here's the smoke flag. Just so you get an idea of the maximum you can get. You can get 74 seconds of uptime for your smoke generator.
More. You want
Am I missing something else?
Too? Yeah, you're missing the mod.
Oh, yeah, in slot 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here. Go full smoke. Now you're at almost 90 seconds, almost 1.5 minutes of just polluting the atmosphere.
And that's just the emitting time. The smoke still stays for like another 90 seconds.
Yes. And then when that's done, you're almost ready to smoke again, especially, again, if you've got Jack Dunkirk, right, you go down to 129 seconds, 130 seconds. So basically you come out of your smoke and you've got like half a minute and you can smoke again.
It's hilarious.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But that's using the unique upgrade and going all in on the smoke. I still recommend you go radar. And Electric is talking about that too. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Okay, anyway. Smoke is nice. Much like the Jinan replay we just looked at, smoke is nice if you want to be that machine gun. You go someplace, you know, the enemy's going to push into, you pop your smoke, and you just laugh as you gun down everything else because they're spotted as they push into you. But Minotaur is the better choice, especially in ranked. Okay, so your setup, you've got last stand, consumables enhancements, superintendent, survivability, concealments, adrenaline rush, and then incoming fire alert. So, Rob, where are you going to go with your final 4 points?
I do not know.
Okay, so here's the deal. Switch this, in my opinion, switch this to radar, and then go radiolocation, and you're good. Radiolocation to tell you where the enemy destroyer is, radar to pop it as soon as you get detected, and you just murderize the destroyer. It is hilarious what you can accomplish with a setup like this. Okay? That's what I would do. But personally, if I were to do this, I would go Jack Dunkirk. You know I'm a slave to priority target. Of course, that means you can't use your consumables enhancements, or you have to drop something else. What else are you going to drop from here? I don't know. This is all really good stuff that you'd want. You could even drop
the consumables enhancements if you go radar. The extra radar duration is probably not that crucial, and instead you pick up the consumable specialist as a 1-point skill because you don't need incoming fire alert anymore when you have the priority target.
Yep, exactly. So you do that, you pick that, and then now look. Oh, Dunkirk's got Grease the Gears buffed. It's not necessary. So I'd still go Last Stand. I'd probably do this with Jack Dunkirk and be happy.
The Grease the Gears is handy if you want to do the same thing on like an Edinburgh because the turret traverse is not that good there.
Yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. This is good for Edinburgh. Sergeant Sully murdering
Jack Dunkirk.
What?
I do have Jack Dunkirk, but he's built for my Conqueror.
Okay. That's fine. So leave him on the Conqueror. If you enjoy the Conqueror better, I mean, you should. We did the Zap chat on this before. You should put your special captains on the ships you enjoy the most and play the most. So, but yeah, murdering destroyers is hilarious, Sergeant Sully, because a lot of destroyer players don't understand how to play around radar, and when they get detected, they go, "Oh my God!" They turn sideways, and then you just plop, 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 plop them. You only have one flag, the smoke flag. No, that's I picked that just to demonstrate. You have no flags. Okay. That's fine. You either go all in on flags or all out, in my opinion. So you went all out, which is fine because you don't need to use flags all the time in this game, especially in a random battle.
And I'm running low on flags. Well,
Right, exactly.
Need to use.
All right, let's get into the replay.
There is a death pick, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course there is.
It's Rob.
We expected nothing less.
But it doesn't come when you would expect it to come.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
All right.
Did you randomly detonate?
No.
Hey, Diz. All right. So the game has.
It's not detonation.
The game has started, but you haven't moved yet. Are you tabbed out or something?
I think my dogs had started barking, so I had to deal with them before and didn't get back into right away.
I hate when that happens. Let's take a look at your matchup while you're doing. Okay, there you go. Pablo Poop Pants. Thanks for the so you're tier 10, and there is one super ship and one tier 9 on the teams. You've got a midway player that you have to deal with, and your teammate is a midway player. The main, as a super ship, is very scary. Very scary for you.
The submarine is super scary. I hate playing the British light cruisers against submarines.
The 2501 is tough, and plus that you have roll-off depth charges. You don't have airstrike. So yes, I agree. It's going to be very challenging to play against subs. Now, if you had the
can't smoke up, like they can cause you to get spotted inside the smoke with the smoke firing penalty, and you can't do anything about it.
Yep. Sergeant Sully won a permanent birthday camo. Nice. Congratulations, Sergeant Sully. Not only that, but you also have the fact that while you're in smoke, a sub can ping you, and then they can just homing torp you to death. So this is, again, where the radar plus your radio location would help in hunting at least the sub or knowing where the sub is. Han Lu decided to get shot at early, so that's cute. Exactly. Constant firing, easy ping, and smoke. You got it. All right, I'm surprised you're not shooting just yet, Rob. What's up, Big O?
Well, I wasn't entirely sure if there was a battleship that I hadn't seen.
So you waited
Well,
until the battleship is actually spotted so it can shoot you.
yeah, see, that's the thing. Early in the game, the battleships are going to be way in the back because they're just not fast enough to keep up. So, firing earlier is going to be better because they will shoot you from maximum range, get themselves spotted, and you know where they are and you can play around it. Also, keep shooting. You know he's right there. You might as well keep shooting. You got some hits. This, in my opinion, is a huge waste of your smoke. To the point where you're even abandoning it now. Also, you rip your Kremlin. I don't know what
Yeah, I
he
have no
did.
idea what he was, I don't know what he's doing or.
Oh, he's just sending.
He might have met some Dutch airstrikes
Well,
on
he's
his
meeting more than that.
overzealous push. Yeah, he's
That's what I mean. He's going full send because there was no reason for him to go out from that island. He would have been better off staying behind the island and letting himself heal up. All right, priority sector into the Midway Plains, and you need to turn around and kite away. He did show broadside to multiple battleships, right? And then he just came out and got himself shot like enemy at the gate style. Like, I'm gonna show you where the enemy is, and just. All right, you want to take a torpedo up the butt, huh? These torpedoes are so slow, Rob, you could actually slightly turn to the left and you would have dodged all these torpedoes. Instead, you take it up the butt. It is impressive how fast he died. I mean, you know, that's ranked battle speeds, you know? Now, Rob, one thing you do when you're dodging torpedoes, if you've got your ship between two different torpedoes, instead of continuing on at full speed, just slow down. You slow down, you let the torpedoes pass, and then you start maneuvering. You could have easily not taken damage from that midway torpedo. Yes, absolutely right, SAT. And at the same time, you're throwing off aim from ships that are shooting at maximum range. Now, do not shoot here until you can slow down and set up your smoke properly. Also, I would probably turn around. I would flip and go this way. And then, you know, kind of smokish here. Because the way you're moving right now, you're getting closer to the Moskva's radar. So you're going to stop and you're going to smoke, and then the Moskva's going to radar, and that smoke is going to be useless. That'll be your second wasted smoke if that's the case.
Torpedoes are in front. Torpedoes to starboard.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely don't want the main to shoot you. Like of all ships, bad juju. There is no point in staying here. What you could do is you could torpedo. I would torpedo the Moskva with your other side there because he's pushing.
I do end up doing that.
And I would not DCP one fire like that.
Problem solved, sir.
at least not until the plane is actually dead.
Yep.
I think I might have bad fingered that because I was trying to turn right as I did that.
You know that Moscow has 12-kilometer radar, right?
Yeah, I think I was trying to draw out the radar to make them waste it.
Okay, but it's not a waste
you
if
wanna
you
make
get
it-
shot at in the process.
I'm just saying, then you shouldn't stop though, because like it makes it very, very easy for you to get hit.
Well, you got two ships that are shooting, and aim higher, dude. Aim higher. You're hitting on the belt, and you're just shattering. Never mind, he's gone anyway. Yeah, you traded your smoke for his radar. Now, the nice thing is, because of the island here and where the thunder is, you can actually still use that smoke. So you can still stop here and smoke, and you did hit something with your torpedo. Looked like the main. Why have you stopped shooting? Like I said, this is perfect for you. So you're like leaving a perfect setup right now. The only reason I would do this, honestly, is to luck chuck torps. Otherwise, I would just sit and shoot guns.
I was trying to get myself in a position where I could use the island as well.
Yeah, but you have nobody spotting anymore. Like you
That's the
had
thing.
a chance to shoot for like 15 seconds and now you didn't use it and now it's gone.
Yep.
And the next time it's getting spotted, you have no cover anymore because he's past the smoke. Probably.
Or the smoke expires. Now here, I mean, the first thing I would do is luck chuck torps and then start shooting. Because you don't have a lot of time to take advantage of this, and you're
spotting them. Is the sub on the surface? Is the sub
Probably.
doing the spotting work here?
I think so.
Wow. A submarine on the surface, huh?
Well, it makes sense, I think, for the Blau especially.
Oh yeah, of course it makes sense. Doesn't mean that most sub players do that.
This is true. Now, because if you look at it, the main is going the other way than the Thunderer, this is really problematic for you. Exactly right, SAT. I would not feel that this island is safe anymore. But the sub just forced the Thunderer to turn.
The main problem here is like you'd have to expect at some point the sub is gonna be forced to go underwater.
Yeah,
And the
or
moment
die.
it does that, you're blind.
Yep.
And you're way too close now to get out of this.
Well, rip your Columbo. 28 ricochets so far. See what I mean about having to be very accurate with your aim? You have to be able to aim at super. Now, the other thing, too, is if you had luck chucked your torpedoes earlier, then they might be available when you need them the most, which is coming up soon, as soon as the Thunder gets real close to you.
The smoke is so bad.
Well, now you've got one thing going for you, and that is that the main has decided to turn. Don't torp net. Oh, don't torp yet. He's already turning off the island. If you look at that white line, he's already making that turn out. So the only thing that your torps will hit is the main. If the main continues to move forward, and because you kept shooting, that's into your smoke fire panel. Oh my God, the main is moving into the torps. So this is your third smoke, and guess what, Rob? All three of them have been wasted. Flip around and torp the Thunderer now. 7 torpedo hits on the main. Wow. You can single fire your torps, by the way. You can single fire your torps, which is what I would be doing here. You can be much more specific with where your torpedoes hit. There you go. Now don't fire them all as you do that. And he dies anyway. That's right. The torps are good! You got lucky the lion got the kill there. Okay, so now the question is, where are you going to go from here? I would recommend the cap.
Yeah, it feels like that. At least there shouldn't be anything anymore on this side. Maybe the sub, but that's
Yeah.
maybe the carrier. I don't know what he
I would
is.
think maybe the carrier too, right? No cap, kill the CV. No reason for you to hydro.
You're not in a position to not play for the cap right now.
Exactly.
Actually, points has flipped, right? He's ahead.
Yeah, points are flipped, but still, I wouldn't risk allowing the Lepanto or even the sub to just walk into A and take it.
Because you have to look at the buffs too. Like the enemy has a triple heal buff, you have none.
Yeah. Your team has been like, I get this so much when I play ranked, and the team's like, you know what? I don't need no buffs. I don't need no stinking buffs. But anyways, this Hydro was
unhealthy.
Huh?
And the ships aren't healthy on his team
No.
too.
No. Yeah, no, this is a replay bug. We've seen this for a couple patches now where the points are flipped. Now is when you want to trigger your hydro. All right? You're halfway through your hydro at the most important part of using your hydro, which is engaging the damn sub. Yes, exactly. Sometimes the points are accurate, so.
Yeah.
See, if you had held your hydro until 2 kilometers away from the 4501, then he is perma-spotted, and you can pretty much easily kill him. But because
Actually,
you
he
didn't...
can't. Because its sub is so fast underwater, he can't even catch up in his Minotaur.
Problem solved, sir.
Well, I was just going to mention, because it's a 4501, he's got the additional speed underwater.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Like, I honestly don't see how he kills the submarine,
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
other than the submarine making a major mistake.
Well, that's what you have to hope for in the end.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern. Fire, fire, fire.
It was a good torp dodge. The problem is that he's got the 4501 running away at max speed, as Grunty was talking about earlier. Because he DCP'd early, now he's got all these torpedoes coming after him.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Yeah, like, he's never gonna catch up, and he's running into the enemy ships as well.
Yeah. So, Rob, I gotta say, every one of those smoke screens that you used was completely wasted. So, either figure out how to use smoke screens more properly, or, my opinion, forget them, because they ain't helping you anyways. Switch to radar and profit.
By the way, Rob, you were wrong. You died exactly the way I thought you would die there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Oh, did I see a
The
torpedo go by?
moment I saw you chasing after the sub, I know you were dying to the sub.
Honestly.
Yeah, but I was expected to dodge like the thunder or the mine.
Nah, I figured you weren't gonna die to them. As soon as they both turned north, I knew you weren't in trouble. I knew you weren't in trouble.
Yeah.
Although Ponto would have been an option too. But yeah, the main and the Thunder, because they went the same direction, you could just W away and be safe. So once that happened, they weren't a threat.
But yeah, you just never want to chase a submarine in these British light cruisers. It's not gonna work well, and it's especially not gonna work against the U-4501.
No.
Oh, I wasn't really aiming to chase the submarine as much as I was trying to get into the cap at the same time.
I know, but you needed to find another way around and not directly behind the submarine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I thought that was kind of a fun pick. Yeah, that's the hard part with playing against a 4501. It's a bad situation, agreed. Getting into the cap makes sense, but as soon as you see the sub there, you can't do anything to help, right? You don't have HE, so you're not going to really do damage to the sub with your guns. You don't have ASW, so you can't just point and click on the sub. You have to get in front of the sub. And that's a 4501, as Grunty said. You can run away. The third and final thing is you blew your hydro for no good reason whatsoever. And as a result, when you needed it the most, it was down.
Like, even if that's a slow submarine, it still takes you like a minute to get over it. And that's a minute of you getting shot by these 3 other ships there.
Yep. You would have been far better suited to just turn south and run away. Anyway. Still, you came in first place on your team. Says a lot.
Yeah, this is the first match I got after I got it back after resetting that line.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Cool.
32 planes shot down. That Midway really wanted me.
I mean, and that's, go back to team score, that's the reason your score was so high. It's not so much the damage you did. I mean, you did good damage, but these plane kills are good XP. Compliment the main for accepting your payment. Yeah, this is the main. Like, look at your detailed. 64 on the main and 85 on the Thunder. Aside from that, everything else was just whatever. But yeah, if you're going to use your smoke, you have to learn when is the right time to use it. You have to learn when to sit in that smoke and take advantage of it. So let's pull the... Did I set it up right? No, I haven't moved it over to Minotaur. Here we go. Let's put the replay render up.
I think I got that one torp on the Thunder.
It looked like it was the main with how... Because when I saw the Thunder later, it was still full health.
Well, Thunder also has a really good heal.
It's got a really good heal, but I wouldn't expect the Thunder to repair that right away. You hit the Thunder with 1 torpedo. And you hit the main with 7. So yeah, you did hit the Thunder with a torp. You might have hit it on the belt or something. He DCP'd right away. You did 14,000 damage to it with your 1 torp.
Did that Kremlin even shoot once?
It didn't look like it.
It might have been a bot. Those
Well, bots actually shoot. Well, chat, any ideas for a title for this game? And remember, when we finish our 5th replay analysis, we will change things up, but we're also going to vote, have you guys vote for which replay should make its way to YouTube.
Something consumables?
You'd be interested in a YouTube video, when and where to smoke? Like for a Zaf Chat Electric or something? That could be interesting.
The problem with that is that there is no general rule for that.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends. So I'm not sure how...
I almost want to do something like Surgeon General. Like the Surgeon General's warning smoking is bad for your health, blah, blah. I don't know.
The carrier was also spotting the Thunder in main.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever the subs had to submerge.
Yeah, the carrier's doing a nice job of going in there and... Yeah, see, I'd love to do that too, Surgeon Sully, but I just feel like... It didn't kill him. It was a wasted smoke, really. Like 3 wasted smokes.
He really didn't get much out of any of the consumables he used.
All right.
Because the timing just was not good.
How about Failsumables? Either way, Rob, appreciate you sending that one in. Let's get out of this replay.